It's the Pelicans at home for a little inter. Conference action in New Orleans. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And the Nets head back to Brooklyn after today's contest. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, nice job down low. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Basket counts.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. In the corner, it's Levine. No good on the three. And so Siakam will bring it up for Brooklyn. There's the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, great move by Siakam. That is why they call him Spicy Pete.
Pass to Levine. Screen by Hartenstein. And Zach Levine hits from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's SGA. Screen by Siakam. Jones in the post. Levine, the bounce pass. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Walker with a clean look. A three-pointer, no good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Screen by Hartenstein. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. It's a three-point game. So, RJ, last season, the Nets making a pair of in-season trades to add future assets.
Dealing Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. Brooklyn got back a bunch of second-round picks. Smart moves as they continue to build.
Williamson outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Anthony. Again, the Pelicans score.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. Siakam for 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Anthony looking it over. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. There's the 3. Drills it from outside.
Proven once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
In the corner, it's Kessler. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the wing, Walker. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Levine. A rebound by the Nets.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Pass to Siakam. With the fadeaway. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Levine. To end the run. And he threw the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Siakam. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history. And LaVine's combination of athleticism and shooting makes him dangerous. A multifaceted player with a strong work ethic.
Here's Drummond. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
For three, Siakam. Second shot opportunity. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. SGA's got 12.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Salon. Alexander Walker on the wing. 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. Alexander Walker's got his second best.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Siakam. Hits it from about 6 feet away. He has 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Hardy. Fires for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Walker. Still scoreless. And here is Siakam. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Hartenstein. Over Jones. And that one comes up a bit short. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now, here's Hardy. Here's Levine. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Smart hoop by Levine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot all day.
Pass to Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Hardy. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. No good from Valanciunas. The Nets with the lead. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's New Orleans with it. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rui Hachimura picks one up. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Brooklyn trailing. Right wing. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Here's Harden. Valanciunas with the ball. Still without a basket. Over Kessler. No good from Valanciunas. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That shot, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Williamson. Here's O'Neal. Shoots over Walker. And the Pelicans miss again. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Frank looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, SGA. He's got 14. Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
O'Neal wide open. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
The Nets, 26.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Williamson looking it over. Pass to Valanciunas. No good from outside. Stolen by Levine. From 17 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Siakam. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the Pelicans miss again.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to SGA. Off target from three-point range.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
A good look from O'Neal. And the Pelicans miss again. To the right side. Here's Siakam. Nails it from the high post. Siakam's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
And the work ethic of Siakam, he's always making the effort to find looks out there.
On the wing, Levine. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Levine's shot is off. Brooklyn with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Valanciunas grabs the board. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 6. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Williamson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. They now take the lead. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Shoots. Second chance shot. Out left to the wing. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. For 3, Siakam. Nice hit again. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a nice bucket inside. SGA's got 18 points. Williamson outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GM.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
Kessler, the screen, to the paint. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Connects from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in this quarter. Siakam, right side. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Back to Levine. No good from the wing. Brooklyn trailing. They double-team Siakam. Inside. Richard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Also, they've done a fantastic job of drawing fouls. And when they get to the line, they capitalize.
Anthony with it. And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Valanciunas. Again, the Pelicans score.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. teams changing it up here.
Substitution on
It's a close game here in New Orleans. Now Fears. Still yet to score. Pass to Drummond. A 3-ball. Hachimura, no good. And here's Levine who brings it up for New Orleans. Rebound Andre Drummond. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Here's Fears. Pass to Hachimura. Nailed from three-point land. Hachimura's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
And the coaching staff loves it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
There's the screen. Levine wide open. And the Pelicans miss again.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Pass to Hachimura. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Well, Hachimura's inside-out scoring ability is what makes him so valuable to their offense.
For 3, Levine, and he's good on the 3-ball. Levine's got 10.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
A putback.
Strong sequence from Hachimura getting after it.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Nets making a switch here. Pelicans trail by 3. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's got 12. Here's Hardy. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Drummond, the screen to the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Hardy. And the Pelicans miss again. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Fears with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Here's Hachimura. Hits the front of the rim and out. Now, Alexander Walker. To the inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Fears. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Williams. Pass to Fears. No good with the triple. Now here's Hardy. Look it off the crossover. Now just a 1-point Nets lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Jones. Pass to Drummond. It's tipped. Outside, Levine. And he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Now here is Hachimura. Good on the bucket. Hachimura's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Taken away by Williams. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Got a hand on it. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
They double him with Drummond. In the corner, it's Levine. Here's Alexander Walker. That shot missing. And SGA has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The 19-foot shot. Made that one. It's the 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Here's Williamson with the putback. Valanciunas. Second chance effort. And Williamson with the layup. And that's 11 points for Zion Williamson.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pelicans trailed by 3. And here is Anthony for the tie. Kessler with the rebound. Williams with the ball. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And it's SGA missing.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Now Anthony. Another shot. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Back to Williamson. Stolen by Kessler. Jones looking for an opening. Siakam outside. Misses the 3. Pelicans trailed by 5. Levine for 3. Rebound by Williams.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Kessler the screen. Down low. Releases. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. Here's Williamson. 11 points in the game. Outside Anthony. There's the triple. Kessler with the rebound.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Outside SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander takes it in. And it's good, 2 points. And it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Williamson outside. Here's Valanciunas. Can't hit from 12.
Well, Ian, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
Pass to Vukcevic. Here's Williams. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Kept alive. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. SGA into the lane. He gets it in there. SGA's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here's Levine. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And they're just giving it to Zion and letting him go to work. Not a bad game plan, if you ask me.
The 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Alexander Walker. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Nets leading by 9. Pass to Williams. Here's Vukcevic. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 26. Here's Siakam. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Pelicans trail by 14. Outside, Levine. From outside the arc. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Hardy. Hits it from 3-point range. Hardy's got 5 points so far.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. O'Neal is double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hardy. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Nets leading by 8. And here's SGA. He's got 26. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Three-pointer. Shot good by Alexander Walker. And now it's only a 5-point Nets lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Hope you got some popcorn. When Levine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by New Orleans.
Alexander Walker with the ball. 15 points in the game. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 5. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Levine. For the tie. Rebound, Brooklyn. Left side, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent touch around the rim.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back to you.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Valanciunas. Let's go. And the Pelicans miss again. Nets leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Levine. And it's SGA missing. O'Neal looking around. Here's Hardy. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Hardy's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Hachimura. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A strong man. Levine fights for the bucket and is rewarded with one more.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And they've also done a great job playing through the post in this one. If the defense is giving you those looks down low, take advantage.
Williamson outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Hartenstein with the bounce pass. In transition, here come the Nets. Swiped it away. Williamson outside. Anthony trying to get open.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
The Pelicans have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now SGA. And he has 28 points for the game. From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Pelicans trail by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Anthony. It'll count. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Nets. A grand total of 28 points.
Brooklyn, 78.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to McDaniels. And here is O'Neal. They double him with Drummond. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now, here's Hardy. Clock at 4. Shoots the 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And here's Levine. Over SGA. Levine's shot is off. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA double team. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you, Allie. Nets leading by 5. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, SGA.
Number 43.
6 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Mr. Williamson. Good D by Siakam. Baseline J on the way. And stolen by Williamson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. O'Neal misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And one of the many things SGA does well, forces his way to the line.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
O'Neal from long range. Great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you, Zion can do that all night. Terrific offensive rebound.
Drummond the screen. Inside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And the Nets lead by 6. Mr. Williamson. Now here's Hardy. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
SGA with the ball. Pass to Siakam. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
SGA's got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's Siakam. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. Good. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Williamson outside. In the corner, O'Neal with it. From 11 feet away. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's SGA. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Pass to Hardy. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Substitution for your opponent.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Shoots over Walker. Again, the Pelicans score.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. clearly he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Brooklyn leading by 3. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kessler the screen. Three-pointer. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. LaVine double team. SGA with the steal. And here comes Walker. Leading the fast break. And the shot goes in from Siakam. And the Nets lead by 5.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Travers. A three-pointer off the mark. Walker in the corner. Here's Kessler. Guarded by LaVine. And LaVine comes to help. Kessler with the bucket.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip. But he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Pass to LaVine. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Pelicans miss again. Nets leading by 7. There's Siakam. The 3. Rebound collected by LaVine. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Pelicans trailed by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Williamson. Covered by Siakam. Here's Hardy. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Shea fighting through contact down low.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, do you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Siakam for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Siakam's got 19 points.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
They need this one. Pass to Hardy. LaVine for 3. It misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
For 3. 3. Good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
United. 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 United
Fears with it. Jacks up a three. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
Screen by Hartenstein. It's stolen by Hachimura. Williams fires. Misses the three. Williamson outside. Off the glass.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Now Fears. Here's Kessler. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Levine. He's off from three.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Now Hachimura takes the three. Not that time. It won't go.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Brooklyn.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
From deep. Can't get it to go. Here's Banton. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.